Welcome back YouTube, and welcome back to another day building the 2J swapped S13. Yesterday, well, the last video anyway, we were able to get the intake manifold on. We got the fuel rail and the injectors in. Off camera, I did put the coil packs in. I got the nice GTR coil packs. I know I should have recorded it. I need to get into a better habit of turning on the camera for everything, but it's in, it's done, I'm sorry. Today we're gonna get the intercooler in, which is gonna be good because you'll start to see those big steps take place. So the intercooler is gonna go on the front here, and then we need to put the throttle body on, but we can at least get that intercooler piping on this side. What that does for me is now I can install the blow-off valve on the intercooler piping so I can run those AN lines to the intake manifold. All these last steps, small things just add up, add up, add up. I feel like I'm close, I can almost taste it, but when you look at the pad that I have of things that still need to go in that are really small, I mean, you have your big items here, yes, but all these small items that still need to go in, it adds up and it equals time. Time. My goal is to have this thing all back together and buttoned up by the end of February. That is coming up in just a couple weeks. So, crunch time, maybe a little bit more than a couple weeks. Anyway, it's still crunch time, especially with how much you just saw. Let's get the throttle body on, the intercooler piping, mount that blow-off valve so you can kind of see what that looks like. Let's get to it. Now that we have the throttle body in, we're gonna mount the intercooler so we can get that side pipe, or just that intercooler pipe on this side installed. Now on the radiator, I was gonna put it in today, but I realized I need to do a few things, not just flush it. So in the last video, I talked about flushing it because we chopped it up, there's metal inside of it. We have to get all that metal out of it. So I'm gonna flush it with a hose for like 20 minutes straight, just let it sit there flushing through both directions. So I'm gonna do that tonight with the radiator. But on the shroud, on the radiator fans, it has these relays, and the relays are super long. There's just not a lot of room for cords to be dangling, so I need to chop that up and rewire it. That way those lines are super short. They plug right into the relay. I can route it into the ECU so it can get triggered at the appropriate moment. So I'll do that. I'll flush it tonight and I'll start working on the wiring, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. But today I'm just gonna focus on the intercooler, getting that mounted, getting the blow-off valve routed and mounted so you can kind of look at that. I think I'll unwrap the intercooler piping. Right now, it's totally wrapped up. I want it protected. The titanium is super vulnerable to scratches since it's polished. But once it's on, it should be good. It shouldn't get hit or fall or break or do anything like that. So I'll probably unwrap it so you can get the full idea of what the color is gonna look like. I'm super excited, so I hope you guys are. Let's get this intercooler on and get things moving. If you want a good idea of how beefy this build is compared to the last one, this is a comparison. This is my new intercooler. This is my old intercooler. So as far as thickness, it is extremely thick compared to the old one. And then this one, $50 intercooler. That one, $1,000 intercooler. That just tells you I'm not messing around this time. This thing is gonna be done right. And there you have it. Nice, big, beautiful black intercooler right in the front. It looks like it sticks out a lot, but the bumper fits up to it perfectly. So now let's focus in on the intercooler piping on this side. And then we can kind of get a little bit of a full color scheme reveal just because we have everything black finally. I think before when he had the pipe in, maybe if we showed it, everything wasn't black. Now everything's black, so. All right, so I have to unwrap it in front of the camera. I am wearing gloves so I don't get fingerprints on it. There you have it. There's little like different coloration on there. You probably can't see it in the camera, but as soon as you take like soap and water to it and wash it, it just pops, so I'm excited. Let's get it in the car. I'm putting a little bit of oil in the ring just so it slides in a little bit easier. Intercooler piping is in the car, and as you can see, like where I've been touching it, it's discolored. So you see all this discoloration. As soon as I get soap and water and clean it, it goes back to that purple that just pops. So titanium is an interesting thing. Temperature, moisture, oil can all change that color. But as soon as you wash it off, that purple comes right back. Ooh, that looks good. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that purple in this black engine bay really stands out and kind of tops it off. All right, now I just need to get the blow-off valve in. That way I can get the length measured for the vacuum lines. And then once I have that on, it's really a matter of buttoning down the turbo side, making sure I have everything routed and wired, so then I can put the intercooler piping on that side in. Yeah, just wait for this to be all polished up with soap and water. Oh, it looks good. Right into the black intercooler. Lovely. All right, blow-off valve time. There you have it. Black blow-off valve to match the rest of the motor. Coming right off those purple pipes. And then I do have a -4 fitting for that vacuum line. Remember, everything's gonna be AN lines. No rubber. No rubber. Even though these look like rubber, they're still AN lines. All right, that's it for today. Another quick video. I'm trying out these little smaller videos. I've been doing like 20-minute videos, which it can drag if you're not interested in that particular content. So I figured these quick little smaller clips will be a little bit easier to follow. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you liked the video, hit the big thumbs up. We are getting so much closer to getting this 2J swapped S13 done and on the track. But I will see you guys in the next one.